into my career. So when I was coming up as a marketer in startups, it's very exciting, but also a little bit nerve wracking because at least back then we were not post pandemic and there weren't thousands and thousands of jobs around for marketers that pay very well. It was the opposite for me. And I was always worried about my ability to move up in my career. And so I leaned heavily into doing things outside of my job to help build up my resume. And one of those things was I had always done stand-up storytelling, really like you stand up on a stage in front of an audience of people and you tell a story. And I really believe that there was a clear link between storytelling. Again, this is before storytelling became a buzzword. So I was like, the storytelling thing and this community, they all relate to this, sort of your business world or whatever. So there was this place called General Assembly where professionals could teach. I pitched a class. I made up this title and it became this thing that like they kept teaching it long after I stopped teaching there.
What is that? Yeah, I see.
I was like, wow, this really took off.
You were on the thing for sure.
Yeah, it was like, wow. So, I pitched it and because I knew a woman there and she said, yeah, go ahead. And what they do is they let you, a lot of people try it. They like the idea. They'll let you teach it once. And then if they get good feedback on it, because people give feedback after each one, they keep bringing, I think I was doing it monthly at one point. Like it was a lot. So it was called How to Use Storytelling to Get What You Want. And it was all about how to grow your career through the way that you speak. So whether it's like negotiating, presenting, talking to your boss, whatever it is. And my marketing brain came up with a really good title and the course seemed to help people. So they kept letting me teach it. So
the reason why I underlined that I'm jumping on my questions, but that's okay. That's the flow of the conversation. Is that I think what you used to do for personal improvement or personal career could be applied to personal branding today, which is straightly related to marketing and branding in general, even for B2B SaaS company. What do you think about this? Don't you think it could be like linked definitely in 2022?
Oh, I totally agree. I agreed back then. Like I was one of the things that one of the things I'm proud of was I was really good at my personal brand. Like I was very thoughtful about what I put in my social profiles, what I talked about, being really kind of focused and succinct in the things that I spoke about, wrote about, talked about. So that it was very clear who I was. And what that did was like, it attracted other, like I got asked to do a lot of like seminars, speaking, like people always kind of thought of me for stuff. And I do think that's really important now more than ever. I mean, you're talking about niching down in communities, like how do you stand out on Twitter now, right? Which I actually don't think standing on Twitter is that important. I actually choose LinkedIn. Yeah. And it's like, that's for me and my job, I focus on LinkedIn. So to answer your question, yes, I think personal brand is really important. And now actually even more than before when I was focusing on it. And I think you have to try a lot harder now.